was it like growing up in Sumter, South
It
Carolina?
was very pitiful and sad. Terrible situation. It was just rough. All we used to run around the yard, climb trees and stuff, play with the chickens and animals and stuff.
Okay. And where did you live?
What part?
Did you live in a house? Did you live on a
Yeah,
farm?
we live in a house,
Okay.
a small house.
Okay.
We had no heat in the house, no water,
Mm-hmm.
no restroom, bathroom, nothing. This was rough. Most of us we were sleeping in one bed. He had no more 2 or 3 rooms in the house.
Mm.
Wood stove, buckets of water had to go out to the pump the water, bring it in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Outside, bathroom. It was real rough.
Mm-hmm. What'd your dad do for a living there? Was your father a farmer?
Run liquor and try to make some money. And he was farming.
Okay. He worked for himself?
No, I worked for a white man.
Tell us about Mr. Ross.
Well, ain't much to say about him, but he was no good.
Mm.
Treat us like animals. Everything had to go his way.
Mm-hmm.
If he hustled, we had to jump. He would beat to our house, time daybreak, blowing his horn. We would run out the house, had our shirts and shoes in our hand, going to the farm. He worked us from sundown to sundown. Didn't pay us nothing much. Most I would make for the whole week for him about $6 or $7. It was rough. Very rough, very rough. When school opened up, we would go the first day. But after that, we had to stay home till the farm get finished. Then we go to school. Yeah, we go to school in the rain because you couldn't work on the farm. I should be glad when it rained. Take a break. Work hard, real hard.
Yeah. So how many students would be in the school building?
Probably about 10. Okay. One room, we had rooms. First grade, second grade, third grade, it had a room.
Okay.
I didn't got no food in the fourth room. I dropped out of school when I went in 7th grade. I wasn't learning nothing. I guess it was my fault, I didn't learn. My father, he couldn't read. I don't know if that, he couldn't read. Had a lot of brothers and sisters, they couldn't read. My father couldn't even read. I'm pretty good with numbers. Yeah. I'm pretty good with numbers. I guess I did have learning disability. Or I guess, I don't know if it's all come about my father. Mm-hmm. And my stepmother, she couldn't read that good. Now, I don't know about my real mother, because my real mother, she died when I was 2 years old. Fanny. Okay. I was 2 years old, me and my twin brother, and my older brother was 5 years old. Okay. He couldn't read neither. Twin brother, he couldn't read.
Were the teachers nice or in school?
Yeah, over half of them was nice. Some of them was rough. The principal he was real, because if you do something bad in the classroom, the teacher would send us around to the principal. Okay. Man, he'd pull out a whip, pull your hand out. Until one of the guys got tired of it. And man, he went in that room, take him in that room, man, that student beat him up. Wow. And then he got nervous, then stopped doing it. He was real mean. Mm-hmm. Yes, some guys graduate. Because I know a black guy, he graduated same age I was, same classes. Mm-hmm. He graduated, and he did real. Because he came to Philadelphia, and then he bought profit down there after the white, got took away from the government. Mm-hmm. So the government offered black people at first they buy what they want to get. Mm-hmm. So that guy, man, I said, man, I knew the guy real good. We grew up together. Mm-hmm. He bought man. But he came from New York, so he lived in New York. Mm-hmm. So he came down there and bought, man. My dad, he was a hard worker. Mm-hmm. So we took back after him, like my
Mhm.
twin brother.
Mhm.
My twin brothers, and see, my older brother, he didn't have too much,
Mhm.
because he stayed down in the South, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when the government went around telling people if you got a spot of land, they would build you a house.
Mm.
So they had to went to the white man's house to get some information on my older brother. And he got mad and cussed somebody and got the gun and make him cut the land. Yeah. Then but the government people telling him that don't worry about it. So he had a spot of land. So he went and got him a trailer.
Okay.
That's how my mother and father got the place. Same way.
Mhm.
Had a piece of land and the government built him a house.
Mhm.
That was good of them, you know what I mean? Because there wasn't no black people in the government. It was white people doing that. It was white people.
Mhm.
I hated that.
Mhm.
So that was it. We had two churches down there. Sometimes you go to this church and go to that church. And in the summertime, they have Bible meeting the whole week.
Mhm.
Go to this church, next week go to the other church. That church was my dad and mom with the church. We got on pretty good. Black people got on. Because what that guy, what his family had, you had it.
Mm.
When my dad killed hog, people in the neighborhood come and get a piece of meat. When they killed my mom and dad, go to the house.
Okay.
Yeah, got on good. My twin brother came to Washington first. And my 3 years to come, I was in Washington.
Okay.
Because I lived with my twin brother about for 2 years, and then I got my own place.
Oh, okay.
I came to Washington Sunday night, Monday, I had a job.
Wow.
Because my twin brother had it for me.
And
But I didn't went to work because I got there late, you know what I mean? So I went to two, I went to work. They didn't want me to leave. But see, I had a twin brother up here. That's why I'm going here.
Yeah.
So what happened, I was married then, but me and my wife were separated.
Uh-huh. She went to New York.
She went to New York.
Yeah.
And my twin brother, some guy came from D.C. and his brother had known me. He said, I heard you want to go to Washington. He said, we going back tomorrow. So my mother-in-law reached in her bosom, had $8
Oh.
and give it to me. And I give the $8 to the guy who owned the car. And that's how I came to Washington.
Oh.
But one good thing, I had a job when I got there. I had a job. About 2 years, me and my wife got back together.
Okay.
Because she said, she came home one time, and I heard she was home. And I leave the girl in the house, and went to the house, and I asked the sisters, I said, where Booby at? Nickname Booby.
Mhm.
And they called her, she came to the door looking good. Boy, I left that girl in the house. I ain't went back to the house. My house, I was renting. I guess she went to her mother's house, because her mother was staying 2 from us. So, but then, she was supposed to stay for a week.
Mhm.
I'm still over there. Because I always got along with my mother-in-law.
Right.
Yeah, she said, come on. So her ride was an uncle. So he decided to go back early.
Mhm.
So at Thursday morning, me her laying in the bed, cop blow. Tell Booby, we going back earlier. Man, I started crying. She said, Paul, don't cry. I said, I'm coming back. If you couldn't watch it, we'll get back together.
Oh.
And that's how we got back together.
And you've been together ever
Been together since. Boy, that thing, nowhere.
Yeah.
I left that girl in the house.
Mhm.
But I guess she went to her. I saw her one time after that. I ain't saw her no more, you know. Because we had a baby. But the baby died. The baby died before she left at the hospital. Because I've been home to see the baby. And baby was sitting living in the hospital in a crib. So I said, well, let me go see the baby. So I walked to the crib, got up and went there. That thing, that baby turned over to her dad. The baby had seizures. Because one of her uncles had seizures. But 2 months she died. And that was it.
What was her first name?
The baby,
Yeah.
I named her after my older daughter, Sherry.
You have skills that highly educated people don't have. your intuition,
Right.
your sense of people.
Come on now.
You can smell.
Yep.
What did they say? My mother said you can smell a rat
Hey,
a
real
mile
rat.
away.
I seen you.
Um,
Get that rat out of here.
you're practical.
Yes, ma'am.
You figure stuff out on the spot.
That's right, yeah.
And you were driving huge vehicles.
Yeah,
were you
man.
not?
I drive a huge vehicle for my company.
And how long did you drive those big?
I worked for them about 15 years.
Wow.
15 years.
Yeah, and if you weren't reading, did someone help you out with
Yeah,
forms?
yeah. They were right down with how I get to the job and just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you had to memorize.
Yeah, I had memorized. I was good memorized.
Yes.
Sure
yes.
did.
So what it used to say when God takes something away,
Yeah.
He gives you other skills.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
God been good to me. And I ain't never been in trouble all my life. I ain't never been in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been in a jailhouse or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've done well.
Don't we? Thank God for that. Still alive.
Yes. What it was like to actually be in the fields when it was hot.
Well, rough.
I've read about it. But
It was rough.
when you pick cotton, you're pulling the plant apart? Can you tell me about
No, you're putting the cotton out of the bowl. See, the cotton start off with a bowl. Then in the summertime, it open up, get hot, and
you pull it, and then what do you do with it?
We had a sack on our back.
Oh.
And pack it in a sack and had a sheet to the end of the road, the field on there. Once we growing up, if we get full, we got to throw it out back and dump it out. Then go back, we stop, and finish the road out, and then turn around and come back down the road.
Did you ever get a break?
30-minute break. 30-minute break.
Did you get cut in the hands from that? Was it
Well, yeah,
scratchy?
it was pretty rough. Because the white man would come in the field by 11:30 with a paper and write down what we want for lunch. And if you go over, he said, nope, you ain't get that much. Because he know you ain't making that much money. You be owing him. And he would drive to the store and bring back stuff in a box. He'd blow his horn and we drop the sacks if you're middle of the field and go to the end of then about 20 minutes, eat it back again. In the evening time, he had the sheets with the cotton on it. Some of them in pack up like that. He tied up, and he had a horse, the weight, scales the weight. You had to stand on the end of the pole and then pick the pole up and it'll hook the sheet up and you pull it up and he got scales to weigh it. How much it is? 100 pounds, 200 pounds. My dad couldn't even take the cotton to his house. He had to take the cotton up to his, he had big barns and stuff. Had stores in it for this person, that person. He had to stack it in there. Then he would take it to the gin on his truck. And he bring that cotton back, a big bale, probably 500 pounds.
Wow.
He'll stack it up. His house was about from here to Terry house. And he had them bales of cotton stack up on front of each side of the highway. And then a big truck would come in, the company would buy it and load it up. My dad didn't know how much money to get for it. They call it settlement. But around Christmas time, a month or a couple of weeks, he would tell people to come to get the settlement. Every time he go up there, my dad had wound up owing him money. Yeah, my dad wound up owing him money. Yep, it was rough. Never got the ground. Rough, it was rough.
Did your father pass away there?
Yeah, he passed away there.
Oh, about what age was he?
I think he was almost 80 something.
Okay. And your mother?
Yes, my stepmother.
Stepmother.
Yeah, all of them passed away down there. And my older brother, he passed away down there. He was no home. It was no home. Wasn't no home. Yeah, because if you didn't work for him, you couldn't stay on his place. After I started working for him, if you catch me on his place, you call the police. Man, I took off running in the woods. I could tell was a police car coming up in the house fast, driving very fast. Man, I took off. I did that twice, and then I got my own place. If you didn't work for him, you couldn't live in his place. Because he would tell our dad, he would tell our father, the boy can't live here. The boy can't live here. Shoot. Well, I guess I had no feeling because I was used to that. I born in that garbage. I born with that mess hanging on my back. Because my dad used to see things. No, my father had his own place.
Wow.
Yeah. There's quite a few black people had their own places. Yeah. I never get that.
Right.
And on my real mother's side, all of them had they had their land.
Okay.
Sure did. They was doing good.
Okay.
But it wasn't much people had their own. It was sharecropping. Sharecropping is rough. That was it. You did what the white people tell you to do. Because you stay on their place. If you didn't work for them, you had to go. That's all. Turn it around. Got out of there.
Yeah.
Smoking. To the big city.
Yes.
Bright lights.
Yes.
So, man, I drove right down there in a Cadillac. For them, South Carolina, I was driving a Cadillac. And white people drive by and look at me, who's that? Get him out of here. Had DC tags.
Yeah.
Because people right now, it's no cotton fields, no corn fields, nothing.
Nothing.
They got machines. People, the white people get machines.
Okay.
And they're driving them machines. They know black people driving them. So hey, I'm free at last. Number one, you don't find no farms down in South Carolina like that no more. Cotton stuff, no.
It's all done.
That's all done.
Okay.
That's all done. That's what we're doing. Yeah. What happened? The government coming along with them fields and stuff, and plant other stuff. Trees and stuff.
In its place.
Right. My father had to use a lot of fertilizer.
Oh.
He planting that stuff.
Okay.
But that using that fertilizer, it's not gonna work. Call it guana, something call it soda. Spray that and flour, and then drop it under there. Then plant the seed.
Okay, but they weren't spraying chemicals. That later on, people sprayed chemicals.
Well, yeah, sometimes it has spray for boll weevils.
Okay.
Called boll weevil cotton, but they would eat the bolls up.
Oh.
That
Okay.
stink stuff.
All right.
My older brother used to drive a tractor for the white man. Had that thing, man. Ooh, he'd be dusty up with it. I don't know how he made it.
Yeah.
I ain't never driven no tractor down there. Because I was too young, I guess.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, everybody got off his place, you know what I mean? Once the government step in, you know what I mean? And start,
The government stepped in and said, hey.
Yeah, enough's enough.
Okay, good. When was that, Paul?
I can't remember.
What decade? The 60s?
It was the 60s.
In the 60s?
The early 60s.
Okay, early 60s?
Early 60s.
Yeah. Early 1960s. Yeah. And your parents took advantage of that, right?
Yeah. They got their own house too, you know what I mean?
Did life change for the better?
Yeah, it came better. Came for the better.
Was your father and your stepmother happy?
Yeah, they was happy.
Okay.
They was happy.
All right. Did they ever come up here, Paul?
Yeah, they came up here. They came a couple times. Yeah, they came.
Oh, okay.
And the house still standing.
Yeah.
My sister, she could keep the house up.
Wow.
Because she had married to a dude, doing good. So they had land. His daddy had land and stuff. So he got married. They built a house down there, man. And it's still in the house.
Wonderful.
It's still in the house.
Yeah.
But most of the kids in Atlanta, Georgia, they're doing good.
Okay.
They're doing real good.
If you knew what you knew now, when you were little, and you knew you would be here today sitting, what would you tell little Paul? Would you say, little Paul, you're going to be okay, stick with it?
Yep, I was always telling that.
Okay.
Stick with it.
Okay.
Stay in school, get education, and look for you a good job. So without that, if you ain't gonna get education, you ain't gonna find a good job. Especially these days in time, You ain't gonna find no good job.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, now if you, it sounds like that you could have been switching letters around for like dyslexia. They, you know, now students get that extra help, and you never had that.
Right, they never had that.
You never had that.
That's true.
Now it's law.
That's true. It's a big difference.
Yes.
Big difference in everything.
Yes.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
So
Every time I hear the news, I see where they help if you want help.
if you want help, it's there.
It's there for you.
There are different laws, and
Yeah,
special education is really important.
There you go.
Really important.
Really important.
Yeah.
Because my father used to make liquor.
Oh.
Go in the woods and run liquor.
From what? What do you make it from?
From corn.
Corn.
Cornmeal.
That's right. Cornmeal.
You go in there, but when the white man see that smoke, he'll call the police.
Oh.
Then you see an airplane come over.
Oh, really?
Man, they go in and tear that steel up. It's called a steel.
Mm-hmm.
Got barrels with stuff in it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got to start a fire, you got to burn it, you know what I mean, and turn the alcohol. Well, if you see that, if white man see that smoke, you call that police, the airplane come over, man. I remember I was in the woods, me and my brothers, and some more friend people, friend guys. And there was other guys making noise. And they said, man, stop making that noise. The man named Morris Bradham. Before Morris Bradham come in here. And Morris Bradham was down there behind, laying down behind a old tree that fall in the woods. And one of the boys said, bad word. I cut that son of a bitch. Man, he jumped up, boy. Man, we took off. Got to the house. He was to the house waiting on us. Tell my mom and dad, said, y'all better keep them boys out of them woods or they're going to jail. Mm. Yeah. He jumped up in there and the boy cussed him. The boy cussed. That son of a bitch. Man, he jumped up, man. Well, we took off. Mm-hmm. And I ain't been in the woods since. One time, I had a big job. Mm-hmm. So my brother-in-law, he was young. Mm-hmm. And the 5 guys came over looking with liquor to drink. So I tell him, I said, they got a big job. He said that I had to do something. I came back, they done take the liquor from him and ain't pay him. Well, I caught him. I was going to run through the woods. He was going back home, and I caught him. Get my liquor, young man. Y'all crazy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy, I could do anything. Yeah. One day, people sell liquor on Sundays, all day Sunday, Saturday. Friday night, starting on Friday nights. So I ain't had no money to buy none. So the guys got a big jar of liquor. Mm-hmm. And they went down across the field, see, they didn't want to drink around the house because the police might come. So I ain't had put no money in it. And they say, yeah, they give me the jar. Man, I took off running and he caught me. Oh. And man, knocked me in the head, man. Oh. But that day on, I ain't gonna do it no more. I was trying to get away with the jar liquor, but they caught me. Wow. Man, I was scared. Man, blood come my head. Oh, God. Sure did.
Did they leave you there?
No, I walk on myself.
Bleeding?
Bleeding. Stopped by someone in the house, they put a rag on my head. Rough. It's terrible. But we made it.
Do you remember the last time you saw Theo Ross?
It's hard to believe. I can't remember that time I seen him.
Okay.
I sure can't. I don't know if I seen him any time after I came to DC. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. See, his mom was real bad too, but his daddy wasn't too bad. Or his daddy would go in the field and do the work himself. His daddy was work. His daddy was farm his own farm, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
In Sumter too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of their families.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
Was empowered by that too.
Right. Yeah.
I noticed one son moved to Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? It'd be interesting if you ever bumped into him.
That's right.
What would you say if you ever met one of his children today?
Good question.
Hello?
I probably say hello. Because one of them died.
Yes.
mom died.
Yeah.
He was all right. But the younger baby, he had 2 kids. The other boy been dead like his daddy. The baby. I think he's still living.
Yeah.
He's still living down
I
there.
know Mary Sue died.
Yeah, I mean, all indeed, all indeed.
Yeah,
All
Catherine. Yeah.
All indeed. And like I say, his mother was, his wife was nice. She was really nice.
Yeah.
I think she was a West Indian. Because she had real pretty black hair.
Really?
She was very nice.
Okay.
Because I remember him, when my mother used to have babies, she would come down the house and come in the house and sure
And
did.
help out?
Yep.
Clean the baby?
Yep. I remember that. That mother was nice.
Really?
Because I could tell by that Sunday when I went there for some money, she really got the money and give me and said, don't tell Mr. Ross.
Yeah. I'm really curious, how did Mr. Ross treat Mrs. Ross, his wife?
He treated her good. Treated her good.
Okay.
They got on good together.
You didn't see any bruises on her?
No.
Okay.
Because what happened, I remember he went in the service.
Yes.
That
World War II.
I'm trying to think that he was married then. I think he was married.
Okay.
He went in the service and he came out and he bought a brand new car.
Wow.
And what he did, he traded that car in on a big work truck. Because they used to ride around that truck. And he stopped farming. He stopped farming, bought land, rent land all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
So he did well from.
He was beating.
Stealing from the.
He was, yeah. He didn't pay no taxi. Then he built a big milk dairy.
That's what I saw in his obituary. It listed
Yeah,
him
he
as
built a
a
milk dairy.
farmer and a
So-
dairyman.
So what happened? The milk dairy, who they was building the milk dairy, he ain't had no help that day. So he asked him, could I work for him? You know, and Theo said, yeah, take him. And Friday come, he paid me, and Mr. Theo paid me too, see, because Theo ain't paying me nothing. But he paid me a little check. Boy, I got scared. I said, boy, if he found out. But he didn't find out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he found out that he paid me and that man paid me too.
Right.
Man, boy, that would have been a mess.
Yeah.
So, then, see what happened? He stopped making liquor. But he had the black guys making liquor for him.
Oh.
He had in the milk dairy, he had 3 men working 3 shifts a day, milking them cows.
Wow.
He went up with 100 cows.
3 shifts a day?
Milking 3
I
shifts.
thought there were only 2.
They work hard.
Wow.
They work real hard.
Wow.
But everybody got away from him, you know what I mean? Got sick of it. Said enough was enough. And that was it.
How did you feel when you heard he died alone in the hospital?
I guess nothing, I guess. Cause he used to call my mom and dad. My mom would come in there pray for him, you know what I mean? And they would then pray for him, you know what I mean?
What a sweet woman.
Yeah, they pray for him.
Kind. Very kind.
Yeah. Never been in trouble in my life. Never been in a jailhouse. Ain't never been no fight with nobody or nothing. And my twin brother was the same way.
Yes.
We got on everybody. Got them to the day.
Yes.
Never been in trouble.
Yeah.
Yep. I have siblings.
Okay. So others know your story.
Yeah. Others know my story. I have a lot of siblings still in the South. Still in the South.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the last birthday I had, I went down there. So I went down there. They were saying it was someone else's birthday, you know me. I knew it was my birthday. Cause my son, he ran a big new oil truck, van, and all went down there. So went to the place. They were walking slow. So I was walking fast. So I was the first one who got to the door. We having that. So I tap on the door, and they open the door, and they say, "Happy birthday prize!" And I didn't know it was my birthday. I said, "Wow." My son did that. My son did it.
Okay. It's Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, he did it. That birthday was so nice. A whole lot of people that you never get that. That is something.
Yeah.
That's the last time I've been down there too. Last time I've been down there. almost 3 years ago now. I ain't been down there.
Wow. Okay. Did Tony do similar work that you did? What type of work does your son Tony do?
He had worked with government.
Okay.
But for some reason, he started laying off people. He got laid off. But now he got another government job.
Wow.
He got another government job.
Okay. And your wife Susie had a government.
Yes, she had a good
the federal government.
Yeah, for me. But
and your daughter.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My daughter's still working. But see, Susan retired.
Okay. I understand that was your wife was able to bring a lot of her family here.
Yeah.
Because of civil service.
All of them, they stay with me and her till they get their jobs.
Yeah.
And got their own place.
They did?
All of them.
Okay.
Brothers and sisters.
Uh-huh.
Stay with us.
So you got a lot of people started.
Yeah, a lot of people started.
That is definitely a legacy.
Got a lot of people started.
And I hope they remember that.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay, leave it like that. What was the joy of your history? What was the...
That I stopped drinking and stuff, you know what I mean, and smoking, and started going to church.
Oh, okay.
I was a little messed up, I did, but I had some. God been good to me. This 3 accidents. The last one was because I smoked marijuana and stuff and do all kind of stuff, you know.
Oh, really?
Run at women and stuff.
When you were here, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started that mess. And but God been good to me. And I wasn't saved. I was lost. I was a sinner. So East Over Shopping Center. I was down on Saturday morning, all messed up. And this lady came across the DC line into Maryland to the shopping center. Because I was going there every evening, messing with the women and stuff. I was a womanizer. And this lady came down there and we in the drugstore. Because me and all the boys out there in the parking lot smoking and doing all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But like I said, I never picked at nobody, and I never missed nobody. But I still had that bad habit. So she came across DC line into Maryland and was a drugstore on the corner. She went in the drugstore. And she bought a little tablet. How I know she bought the tablet, I will tell you now. So she came back out and she missing one word about the Lord. See, the Bible says the word of God sounds foolish to an unsaved person. And that's what it was. Because my twin brothers tried to talk to me. Man, why you don't stop doing what you're doing and come, let's go to church. I didn't want to see him. I hide from him when I see him. I hide. So this Saturday morning, I was doing real bad. Because I was going with this girl, me and her broke up. That thing almost run me crazy. See, now, I feel sorry for my son. Because that what happened to him now. And I know what he's going through. Now, he been married for 30 years almost. And I'm messing with this girl. Almost leave home. Because when I met the girl, she told me, say, I'm going to treat you right, you treat me right. If you don't treat me right, I'm going to have to leave you. And one day she come to me and say, crying. She said, Paul, didn't I told you if you didn't treat me right, I'm going to quit you? And man, that thing hurt me so bad. I done fall in love with a girl, got my wife on, a good wife. Instead of she doing the same thing I'm doing, she started going to church. So this lady came to East Hope Shopping Center Saturday morning, and she said, she went in the drugstore and came out, and she came out and she said one word about the Lord, and then my buddies scattered like rats. See, the Bible said the word of God sounds foolish. So I stood there because I know I was in trouble, and she pointed me out. She said, you. She said, you don't know me, and I don't know you. She said, but the Lord spoke to me. She said, I'm supposed to be going to church the day, night, this evening, and I'm supposed to be going to the laundromat. He told me to go to East Hope Shopping Center. Boy, she come out of the drugstore, she said, see that? I ain't bought them a little tablet. I got a whole bag of paper on my side. She said, but the Lord, see, you better lose your mind. That's what she told me. And that was true. She said, mister, you better lose your mind. She said, I don't know you, and you don't know me. She, but the Lord tell me to go to East Over Shopping Center. She said, number one, you better lose your mind. She said, the devil better destroy you. She said, you was a good man, and you got a good family. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I'm going to pray for you that God will save you. The last word she told me, she said, mister, please, don't let the devil destroy you. See, my wife was going to church. Sunday morning, man, I got to put my clothes on. I went to church, and I said it back. Next Sunday, I said middle ways. Next Sunday, I was up front. And when the pastor said, who all ain't saved, the one you saved, come up front. I could stand up and went up there and give my life to God. Sunday night, I said, I'm going to tell my wife, well, I can't read that good. I'm going to tell my wife to read some scriptures to me. I was in the bathroom. I come out the bathroom, she didn't in the bed with the Bible in her hand.
Wow.
She said, you have not because you ask not. Now that's 3 people. One day, I was down to at that corner up there. Right when my wife worked on Saturday morning, I had the girl and her sister. Because it was a liquor store in the shopping center. And she had a check to cash. And she, I said, well, I'll put y'all out down here. I'm going up to the restaurant. Y'all come up there. That wasn't far from where my wife worked at. Because my wife was going and get her lunch. So I went in and sat down. Ain't sitting nobody. I looked at my wife. I said, oh man. I said, I better get out of here because my wife might come in here. Get lunch. And it was an old lady sitting in the booster. I ain't really no saying I just sit down. I got up the parking lot. I tried to get at the parking place 3 times. See, that was God holding me round. That old woman come out that door, read me down. I said, well, what she want? She said, no. She said, I ain't want no money. She said, the Lord, she said, I'm going to tell you something. The Bible said, whatsoever a man sow, he'll reap it.
Oh, my word.
Next thing you know, some people come to the girl door and tell her, see, you mess with a married man, you better quit it. See, the girl used to come in the store, and my wife tell me she used to come to her register all the time. But of sudden, she stopped coming to the register. See, I was there waiting on my wife, young work that morning, that evening, and the girl coming on because she stayed in the neighborhood. I said, hey, what you doing, baby? I'm sitting in the van eating a fish sandwich. So when she come back out, I got a phone number. Took my wife home. I ain't in the house. We went down that phone booth and called her. And we started going together. That was a mess. The devil had me swinging.
Oh, yes.
He had me. And I'm mighty afraid. If that girl wanna quit me, I'd have been that girl today. Left my wife and children home by the devil. Because when the woman told me, she said, mister, the devil about to destroy you. She said, you on the edge. She said, I don't know you and you don't know me. But the Lord tell me to go to East Over Shopping Center. The devil had me. Sometimes I'll leave home, stay out 2 and 3 nights.
Ooh.
Then go back home.
Wow.
I was a mess. I don't know why
Glory to him.
I don't know why I was like that.
Yeah.
I love women's. Man, I could have seen them, man. Nothing you know calling them. But I got that garbage. And the best thing what happened to me, because I probably dead now. I mean, dead. Because if that girl want to leave me, I probably still with her.
Oh, my.
Because I done fallen in love with her.
Well, I hope she came to know the Lord too.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
I hope so too. Last time I saw her one time to the shopping center up there.
you did.
And that's what she told me. "Paul, take care of yourself." So I think she must have been out of town or something. I ain't seen her no more since.
Good.
I was a mess.
Yeah.
I was a mess. See, I had a first cousin like that.
Mm.
His mama and my mama were sisters. I never get him. He was much older than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he started running around, messing with men's wives and everything. He was scared of their house more than he stayed his own house. But I went home one time and I saw him. They were sitting on the porch. Because I was going down the highway on the road, dirt road. And I stopped and back up and went on the porch. Man, he had cancer. Man, he looked so bad. They were to mess him up.
Is that what you meant by die like a dog?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He always messed with men. He always messed with men's wives.
Mm.
Yeah. Come to your house like he your friend.
Mm.
A lot of nerve. They will mess him up. They will mess him up. Because him and his wife and that lady was fighting in the middle of the street. Because they were living from the house. She walked to the house and seen him sitting on the porch. It was a mess. That's a mess, boy.
It sure is.
It's a mess to be. My twin brothers had talked to me.
Mm-hmm.
"Paul, why are you doing your wife like that?" When I see him coming, I run. I hide from him. I don't want to hear that mess, man.
You tried to you know you turned your life around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, they was happy.
Yes.
Boy, they was so happy. Because he was church me. He was church goer, see. Boy, they was happy, boy. I turned my life around. And that's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
I ain't had no house. I was living in an old apartment building. I hadn't got so, I had no clothes to put on. I lose my car. Everything I'm in that mess. Next thing I know, about 2 years of that, we had my house down here. Everything turned around. Everything turned around for the good.
Yes.
Everything turned around for the good. But see, instead of my wife not doing that, she started going to church.
Mm-hmm.
She started going to church.
Thankfully. And your daughters
Yep.
and your son.
We started going to church.
Yes.
And I asked the Lord to save me. And he saved me.
He sure did.
Because the time we went home to South Carolina, because I asked the Lord, I said, I want to make sure I'm saved. Because see, you need to make sure you're saved. Because the devil fool you. So we went down to South Carolina to my uncle's funeral, me and my twin brother and his wife. And my sister said, let me pray for y'all before y'all get on the highway. Because I asked the Lord that Sunday and Monday, I said, I want you to show me whether I'm saved or not. Because you want to make sure you know you're saved.
Mm-hmm.
She said, let me pray for y'all before you get on the highway. And when she prayed and said, amen, I fall on the floor. Because I knew God showed me I was saved.
All right.
I was crying, man. I was so happy. I was so happy couldn't come up the highway. That was it. I stopped doing them things. It take time, but God still working. He worked with me, you know me.
Sure does.
And I got rid of it.
You won't leave us.
I was a womanizer. That's the only bad habit I had. The only bad habit I had, a womanizer. I love women's. I don't know where I get it from. I guess I must get from my real mother's side, my cousin. Because that guy was my cousin, who's running the women's. It's a mess.
Yeah. And how did you meet Larry the first time? What was that?
That's a good question.
Just being neighbors?
Just being neighbors, I guess.
Okay.
Just being neighbors. Then we started working with wood. Started working with that wood, you know what I mean? And that's how we got.
When did you learn to build the fires? And I guess you were chopping wood, right? Versus sawing it. We learned that in Sumter, right?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely had number fireplace.
There's an art to that, I've learned.
Yes, sir, boy, I tell you. Ooh. Back in those days, black people didn't have no heater, see? You know what heater was. You know what heater was. Fireplace.
So the house didn't have anything set up for heat?
No, we had no set
Oh
up.
my word. So
Yeah.
fires were an issue then, I would think.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of fire?
Yeah. Fireplaces.
Yeah. But did houses
And
set on fire?
they might have heaters, but we couldn't afford the heater, see.
Right.
You couldn't afford the heater.
Yeah.
Because all you had to do is just set the heater in the fireplace. See?
In the whole house.
And we ain't had no gas stove, had wood stoves.
Yes.
Had wood.
Uh-huh.
Ain't had no water in the house. Had buckets. Go to the well and draw the water, pump.
Well, how did your mother cook?
You had water buckets set on the table.
Okay.
Well, my grandma had my grandma was the cleanest woman.
Yeah.
I never
That's where you get it from, and Terry?
That woman, because our school wasn't too far from my grandma's house, right? And my grandma had a daughter, had a child, and the daughter didn't raise the child. My grandma raised her.
Oh, okay.
And she was going to the same school we was going to. And every Friday, we would go home to our grandma's house.
Oh.
Boy, our grandma was strict.
Okay.
Had a wood pile, bend this floor and look. She had sweeping the stuff up. And the stove was shining. The bed, she had quilts in the corner of the house. Yeah. Every Christmas she would give us a quilt. Because warm back in them days, man.
Heavy.
That one was so clean.
Wow.
Man, the floors, the yard.
Yeah.
Whew. My grandma was something, boy.
Wow.
See, like I said, I didn't know my mama. I know some of my aunts, you know what I mean. They treat us good, after my mama died. Yeah, it was rough.
Did your stepmother treat you like her own?
Yeah. She treats us like a woman.
Bless her, and your brothers.
Yeah.
She took them in.
Took them, yeah.
But James was the eldest.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And who was the youngest?
Me and
Well, after you, of your step siblings.
Stepson.
Yeah.
Who's the youngest? What name? He named Boney.
Oh, okay.
He's Boney. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Is he still living?
Yeah, he's still living. The baby.
He's a baby.
Yeah, there I got about 6, 7 more sisters and brothers. A couple of them died. One of them got shot to a club one night.
Yeah, Eugene.
Eugene, yeah, his name Eugene.
And I heard, I understand Eugene was very handsome.
Yeah, yep.
And very well liked.
Very liked.
What happened?
He got shot to a club. Him and a guy got in an argument this Saturday night. Next Saturday night, he got shot.
Shot him on the spot?
Yeah, shot him on the spot.
Did he serve time for that? The man that did that?
Not much, not long. But to see the same white man who used to live on.
A white man shot him?
No. He tell my mom, say, I'll make sure he go to jail.
And he did.
He did in jail. But he ain't still on with the streets there. They had an argument the Saturday night before that. And the next Saturday night, 2 twin brothers give him a shot, give him a pistol. 2 twin brothers. I didn't like them guys. I know them. Well, I didn't know the guy who shot him, me. I didn't know him. But them were 2 twin brothers. I didn't like them.
Did the police come and everything?
Yeah, police came.
How old was he? Like a teenager?
Yeah, he probably about 17. Yeah.
Oh, Eugene.
Yeah.
I understand Mr. Ross was very upset.
Yeah, he was upset.
He was crying.
Yeah, he was crying. He went up to the club.
He did?
Went to the club.
Trying to find out what happened?
Yeah.
Did he?
I guess he found some of what happened. Not too much.
Somebody said he was really crying, like
right.
wailing.
Yeah, that what I heard. Yeah.
I noticed he had a brother named Eugene, Mr. Ross.
Yeah. Rough road I came through. Rough road. But I made it.
Rough road. If you're not there, they can't teach you.
Can't teach you. That's right.
Did they ever come to your house and say,
No, they never come.
Mrs. Grant, I want your kids in school. Where are they?
No, they never come to the house. Because they didn't know more. They didn't know what was going on, you know what I mean?
Understood.
I can see if I could stand, if we had our own profit land and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the people who had their own land and stuff, the kids do good, they did good. They did good. Yeah. We were sharecroppers. Sharecroppers.
Yeah. Okay.
But I made it. I made it. I made it to the bright lights, big city.
To the bright lights in the big city.